Hi guys, welcome to Ravenloft, the fantasy horror game. We're using 2nd edition Dungeons & Dragons. It's kind of old, but it's got some good flair to it, especially with the Ravenloft rules. It makes it such a great experience. We got Jonathan, Thaddeus, and Winter here. Why don't you tell us about our characters, we'll start with Jonathan.
He's a half-orc fighter named Apocalypse.
We also have Winter. Hey, Winter.
Hi.
Tell us about your character.
Her name is Amaranth Adrastea, and she's a halfling, and she's a rogue.
And Thaddeus.
I have a human cleric named Zebulus Newt. He has an agreement with the god Zagag, who is the god of humor, eccentricity, and a few other things.
He's a great god. Sounds wonderful. I actually don't know your god. Let me what's your god's name again?
Hold on, let me click on my character.
Zebulus Newt.
Do you take an actual god?
Zagyg.
Zag.
If I didn't pick a god, I couldn't have a speciality for my
Have you
cleric.
heard of Indra?
Zagig?
Yeah.
Zagig. Zagig, the god of mirth. AD&D. Oh, there's your little character. AD&D. Let's show everybody your little picture.
Yeah, that is from a site called Gaia Online. You can make your own little avatars. So I dressed him up since I had an expensive robe and a quarterstaff.
That's where Boxy came from.
He's adorable. You're an adorable cleric. We're going to go through the rules as we play. Your main die you're going to be using is a d20, so usually when I ask you to make a roll, it'll be a d20. If it's something different, I'll tell you. The rules do change, and stuff on your character changes when you enter the realm of Ravenloft. The realm of Ravenloft is a horror dimension, and things work differently there, especially when it comes to messing with the evil that's in the realm. The realm will actively stop you from trying to mess up its evil auras. We are starting with Zebulus. You have just come back from an adventure where you got a little bit of loot. You got a magical item out of it. But there was a death. Your friend Robin has been killed. And you have found a temple in which to give her a proper burial. And you've been covering the grave yourself, and a slow fog rolls in. And as you're done, as you finish, you turn around to go back into the temple, and you notice that you're on a beach, a foggy beach. You can feel the spray of the ocean hit your face. It was not there.
So I turned around and I'm somewhere else.
Amaranth, you have found some choice artifacts. Some magic bullet stones that this rich guy is hoarding. In the dead of night, you snuck into his house. You gathered them up. And you snuck out the window. And as you hit the ground, it's soft and squishy, and it feels like sand. And you find yourself on a moonlit beach. In the distance, you see a figure.
Taxi.
Hey, small halfling person. There's not the location I would have personally chosen, but you know, I didn't have any choice.
I love the beach at night. It fog's the best weather, so I'm not complaining. But there's a strange man on the beach, so I'm not sure how to feel about this. Where will you be when the acid kicks in?
Apocalypse. You have come back from a very good raiding party on a dungeon with you and your adventuring crew. They've been talking behind your back. You've been catching them a little, and because you're a half-orc, it seems like they don't trust you very much. They made camp out there, and they said, as soon as we get back to town, we're gonna split up this gear. In the middle of the night, you wake up and the rest of the party is gone. They've kind of ditched you. You stand up, you walk around searching for them in the night fog, and you find yourself on a beach. There are two figures in the distance. One's a halfling, one looks like a human in very fine robes.
So I would greet them.
You just appear in this place and you just, oh, hey guys, you know, this happens to me all the time.
Where in the nine hells am I, and who are you? Well, I'm Zebulus Newt.
What? No, what?
That's my name. I'm a cleric. Just buried one of my friends, and turned around to go back to the temple, and suddenly I'm here, on this beach.
Should we believe him? You know, how do we know who got us here?
Well, my god is Zygag, the god of humor and eccentricity.
Us being here could be a joke.
I suppose you can play jokes on me, but I'm not quite amused at the moment.
This other guy, what does he know about this?
Nothing. I just appeared here too.
What's your name?
Oh, my name is Pognesco.
Apophthegm?
He's a half-orc,
Yeah.
so they don't quite.
I'm a good-looking half-orc, though.
There you go.
Okay, so are we judging him by his appearance, like his oldish friends? His party?
Well, he's probably looks well-equipped to me.
I don't trust either one of you, that's my stance right now.
So who are you, lady?
Amaranth?
Pleased to meet you.
I guess it's probably not a good idea to tell them that I came here when I was robbing the place, because that's probably not the best way to get them to trust me either.
I wouldn't.
You might tell us you're a scout or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm a scout. For the scout regiment.
If you're looking around the beach, you'll notice on the ground, in the sand, there's a set of footprints. And they don't belong to any of you three.
Jesus is carrying us, right? Okay, so we see the footprints, and we're like, you know, maybe whoever's footprints these are is responsible for us being here. Maybe we should follow them and figure out who they belong to and try to find answers.
And kill them.
Yes, with fire.
No problem lighting up a torch. You got one and you start following the footprints. I got some box text to read y'all. This will be great. Walking down the sandy beach in the fading light of the early evening, dark, murky waves lap at the shore. Seashells and decaying remains of small jellyfish lie scattered about like broken toys, and fiddler crabs scurry in search of food. Bordering this beach, sharp, jutted rocks reach stiffly into the magenta-tinged midnight blue sky. They are resolute against the crash of white-capped waves. In the distance, a lone woman kneels on the sand and retrieves a shell and throws it back into the sea. It disappears into the surf. Then she gracefully pulls her boots off and begins wading in the lapping current. She takes only a few steps before she stops, noticing you, her gaze riveted on you. She rushes to the shore and retrieves her boots, cautiously approaches. Her beauty comes into focus as she closes the distance.
And I should probably be the one to talk to her since I'm wearing better clothing than either of you.
I'm fabulous. I'm a fabulous halfling.
So, hello, good lady. Can you tell us where we are?
You're in Lamordia.
Do either of you know where Lamordia is?
I no.
To whom do you owe your allegiance?
My allegiance to Zygag, the god of mirth and eccentricity. We love a good joke.
We're not clerics.
I know, but you're like a scout in the scouting.
You said you're a scout.
There you go. And she'll probably be unfamiliar with all of this.
I owe my allegiance. No.
Well, yeah. Or you could just say you're freelance. I don't know.
I'm a freelancer.
And what did you say, Jonathan?
Myself.
Yourself? That's a good answer. Good
I feel
answer.
like a loving answer.
She kind of relaxes a little when you kind of say that you're not with anybody. Though the cleric is with a god, and that's normal. So, Zebulus, she kind of looks at you, and she's looking for your holy symbol. She says, "May I see the token of your god?"
I show it to her.
What rite does your god perform?
Fun ones.
And what constitutes fun for your god?
Minor pranks.
And the nature of these pranks?
I mean, inconvenience. Nothing too dangerous because then it wouldn't be funny.
I see. Well then, she kind of calms down a little at that too. She seemed to be probing for something specific.
She wants to know if we're worth the tax collectors and we've come to call her out and we're not paying her bills. She seems very, very jumpy and shifty. Who are you with? Who are you with? Are you coming here to repo my car?
She sighs, and a smile tugs at the corner of her rose-tinted lips. "I believe you are without evil," she states softly. "I truly hope you are. My name is Katrina. In this land, it is difficult to determine who is evil and who is good, except by one's actions. I am willing to give you a chance.